You're tuned in to Think and Drink with Money and Monster, the show where trivia, drinks, and comedy collide. You are invited to join in on the fun with Money and Monster while they think and drink. How many questions can you get right? Grab a drink, have a think, and find out.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Think and Drink with Money and Monster, the fun show where we have each prepared 5 trivia questions on a random topic. We have 2 minutes to answer each other's questions, and as long as we please to chit-chat about said topic.
True.
How's it going?
It's going.
Yeah.
It's going.
What's the score?
It's a fearful close to the end. It's 19-10. 19U. Unfortunately, I had a good run before the last win that you got on me. No thanks to Dirty.
He helped.
I feel like they're biased.
Oh my God.
I feel like
Cakes didn't help me.
He didn't help no one.
Exactly. So how do you judge a bias?
You still got more help out of him than I got, and I think you got the same. You got more help out of Dirty. I think it's just because I'm so good solo.
Oh, okay.
And what I mean by good by solo, I just solo.
I
don't work well with others.
So we're playing to best of 20. So I could win the season tonight.
Essentially, yes.
Yes.
You could
take
the title.
We're gonna call this season 1, and then do we have some crazy ideas for season 2?
A few things up our sleeves.
Yeah, we got some ideas.
Mix some things up. We'll see.
So do you want to read first, or do you want to answer first?
Man, I'll read first. So you answer first.
Okay.
Okay. You got your notepad already, but you know what? Let me just.
Why don't you give me a cheers?
I suppose so. Cheers. To episode 30.
Episode 30.
All right. So, as like we've done before, I'm going to read the question. Once I read the first question, I am going to hit the timer. After I read that question, you got 2 minutes to answer all 5 of these questions. If you do not know the answer to that question, please say pass. If you blurt out an answer, I'm just going to go on to the next.
Oh my gosh. So all of a sudden you're going to play the rules hard and fast.
Exactly.
Now that I could end this.
We got to get strict now. No more playing around. Got to get strict. I'm giving you too much leanway. Is that
leeway?
Oh, is that not lean? Leeway.
Yeah, we know you make up your own words.
Look, my Cadillac has a catalytic. Oh no, I said the right thing. Whatever. Okay, so you ready?
I'm ready. Don't forget to start the timer.
All right, here we go. Where was boxing first introduced as an organized sport?
You want a country?
Yes, let's go with country.
England.
What is the fastest knockout ever recorded in a title fight? I'll give you within 5 seconds.
37 seconds.
Okay. What boxer killed a man in the ring?
Oh, I know this, but I pass.
What boxer famously said that he should be a postage stamp because that was the only way he'll ever get licked? So what boxer famously said that he should be a postage stamp because that's the only way he'll ever get licked?
Ali.
Who is the only heavyweight boxing champion to retire with an undefeated record?
Oh. Gosh, I feel like I know this too. Pass.
Okay, you passed on. What boxer killed a man in the ring?
I know I've heard this before, but there's no way I can pull up the file. Dang it.
You have 30 seconds.
Man, that's gonna hurt me because I know that I've heard it before, but I don't have it.
Okay.
Then what's that other one?
Who is the only heavyweight boxing champion to retire with an undefeated record?
Holyfield.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's not bad.
Man, I know a little bit about boxing. I don't know a lot about boxing.
I'm surprised you knew.
That was a pretty mean one to pull for
Yeah, I thought it was.
for the winning.
Well, one, you always said, you're not a big fan of sports, but I know you know sports.
What? I've never said I'm not a big fan of sports. I just hate basketball.
Fine. Enough said.
Okay, I like many sports. I actually like boxing. I just don't necessarily know that much about it. But I know the name of the rules of boxing.
I bet you do.
Yeah, it's the Marquise of Queensberry rules. You know how many rules of boxing there are?
Enough?
12.
Oh. That makes sense. There's a rule for every round.
Anyways, why don't you tell me some answers?
All right. Where was boxing first introduced as an organized sport? It was Greece. The earliest evidence of boxing rules date back to ancient Greece, where boxing was established as an Olympic game in 688 BC.
That was a long time ago.
Throwing out facts, too.
Hot minute.
All right. What is the fastest knockout ever recorded in a title fight? It is 11 seconds.
Dang.
And it says in 2017, the WBO bantamweight champion, I don't know how to say his name, Zolani Tate, knocked out his opponent, Simbosi something or other, in 11 seconds. Anyways, and that, of course, anyways, that's fast.
Yeah.
That's really fast, especially in boxing. That's fast.
I knew there had been I knew there's a number of fast ones.
So this was actually pretty interesting. What boxer killed a man in a ring? It was Sugar Ray Robinson. Okay. It said in June 1947, Sugar Ray Robinson was scheduled to defend his title bout against Jimmy Doyle. And it said Robinson tried to back out of the fight after having a dream that he had killed Doyle, but a priest persuaded him to go ahead with the fight. Robertson scored a decisive knockout in the 8th round. Doyle was taken to St. Vincent Charity Hospital immediately after the bout, where he failed to regain consciousness and died a few hours later. Sorry, I didn't complete the sentence. But after learning that Doyle had planned to buy his mother a house with the prize money, Robertson donated the money from his next 4 bouts so that Doyle's mother could purchase herself a home, fulfilling her son's wishes. That was interesting. What boxer famously said that he should be a postage stamp because that's the only way he was ever going to get licked? That was Muhammad Ali.
That sounds like something. I mean,
he had some quotes, and of course,
he had some zingers.
He had some zingers, and one of his zingers was Muhammad Ali was famous for his colorful quotations. He also said, "I'm so mean, I make medicine sick."
I think I've heard that before.
He had some good ones. All right, so the last question was, who is the only heavyweight boxing champion to retire with an undefeated record? Rocky Marciano.
I was going to say, I thought that was a fictional character.
He kicked Joe Louis's ass.
Which would make him undefeated.
You don't get the reference, huh?
No.
Coming to America?
I saw that movie when I was like 10.
So many points taken away. You don't remember the barbershop scene where he's like... It's the one character, Eddie Murphy's the white guy, and they're talking about... you're talking about all the fighters and da-da-da-da-da, and they're like, Rocky Marciano, he's like, you always got to put, whenever we talk boxing, you always got to put Rocky Marciano at your ass. And he's like, you beat Joe Louis's ass. And they were like, Joe Louis was 155 years old. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. One of my favorite movies. And by the way, there's your face.
So, you did that on purpose. That was shitty.
I absolutely did it on purpose.
That was shitty.
Rocky Marciano retired with a career record of 49-0, including 43 knockouts. His knockout to win percentage of 87.75 remains one of the highest in heavyweight boxing history.
Great. Cool story, bro. Okay, so that was rude. So is that what you're going to do for the next 10 games?
No, I've been very, very, I don't even know the right word, but I've spread out my questions in my genres, in my topics, all over the board for you.
I give you things that I know you love, and you still suck it
I don't know why. Give me the stuff that you don't think I would know, and that's when I'm going to ace it.
Okay, I'm going to give you a quiz on ballet.
5 out of 5. I'll have our first 5 out of 5 round. Do it.
I wasn't in charge of the buttons last time. I can't remember. Do I hit this one closest to me to start?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I got to get back up into my cozy position. You ready?
Yes.
You're just going to drag this out. You're going to get some of these right. You're going to get more than one right. You know what? I hope you only get one right, so we have to go into a tiebreaker, so you can lose in a tiebreaker.
That's rude.
Because I know
I hate those tiebreakers.
All right.
Let's see.
You ready?
Yep.
Which company manufactures the game? Hang on.
You don't even know the game. What are you doing? Oh, for Pete's sake. I still know the company of the name. If that's the game. Oh, for Pete's sake.
Sorry. I had to make it so he can't cheat.
My goodness. Okay. Hasbro.
Shut up. What game is Swahili for build?
Ooh, Swahili for build. Game is Swahili for build. Pass. Monopoly.
I'm making you take it. Rules. How many wedges do you need to collect in Trivial Pursuit?
The hell's a wedge in Trivial Pursuit? 4?
How many ships does each player have in Battleship?
5. Oh, crap, it's 6. 5. Damn it.
What is the game that ties you up in knots?
Twister.
You didn't pass on any. You almost passed on one, and then you said Monopoly very incorrectly at the last minute.
Build? Crap. What do you build? What games do you build on? Mousetrap? I guess I'll find out.
What's the mystery topic?
You didn't even ask my mystery topic. But it's board games.
Yeah. Well, they're both pretty obvious. Board games is correct. I had to hide the Connect 4 just in case you could see the logo.
They make half of the board games. That's like trying to hide a Scooby-Doo cartoon and me not know it's Hanna-Barbera.
Anyways.
I'm just saying. Skills.
What company manufactures the game Connect 4? You are correct. It is Hasbro. What game is Swahili for build? Jenga. That's a big X. How many...
That makes so much sense.
It does.
Parts.
How many wedges do you collect in Trivial Pursuit?
Oh, definitely 4.
So the reason that you didn't know this is because you've never actually even played it, I'm pretty sure.
Nope. Not the real way.
You've only just read the cards.
Yeah.
There's 6. 1 for each section of questions.
I was thinking 5.98, but that makes sense.
That's a no, so far you're still only at 1. How many ships
It's not 5?
each player have in Battleship?
There's 2 with the 2 pegs, 1 with 3, 1 with 4, 1 with 5.
Well, you were going back and forth between 5 and 6.
5.
You did settle on 5, which is correct.
Just gotta remember when I whipped your ass in Battleship.
Yeah, I gave you the easiest freaking questions out there.
You don't know what I know?
And last but not least, which game? What is the game that ties you up in knots? That is Twister. Somehow, you have managed to win by giving me a really difficult round.
You want the title so bad.
I don't. I'm excited for our new format, and I kind of just want to be done with this. So,
True.
20-10.
Yeah, but I can't just give it away. I don't know your knowledge. You're a smart lady. But you could be dumb at certain things, so I don't know. I've literally thrown everything but the kitchen sink at you when it comes to trivia. That's how I feel. Paintings, artists, poets.
There's never been a round on poetry.
No?
I would do terrible at it.
Interesting.
The next one I'm going to give you just all something completely, ballet. I'm going to give you that for sure. Maybe some more colors. You did so good with the colors last time.
No, I didn't. Yeah, your stupid Crayola crayon colors.
That was genius.
That was not genius.
That round was genius.
Well, what sparked minds was everything that's going on with Mike Tyson right now. Did you see that? Did you hear about that?
There was a headline. I didn't read it. His face is so weird. I can't even look at him. So I just couldn't.
Neither here nor there. It's just he was getting trolled.
I didn't want to see his face, so I didn't read the article.
He was getting trolled, and for this whole fight, it was just like keeping his cool. And finally, I think it's the whole saying now, like just because they're celebrity, people are under the impression they won't do something to you because they're a celebrity. That's the one guy I would never troll, though.
Yeah, he'll bite your ear off.
That, plus the fact that he's one of the greatest fighters known to man.
Why does he talk like that?
I don't know. I wouldn't make fun of him. Like, the only one brave enough to make fun of him is Eddie Murphy. And maybe Jamie Foxx. But, I mean, like, you don't troll him without knowing him.
He is the subject of one of my favorite memes ever.
Oh, well, I think I know which one. Which one?
The Santa Claus one.
Describe it.
So, if you work in medicine, there are different brands of, they're like baby wipes, except with really caustic chemicals that kill every germ under the sun. Okay. I use Cavicide at work, but where I used to work, we used Sani cloths. So Sani, like sanitize. Okay. And cloths, like cloths. Sani-cloths. Okay. So the meme is somebody like a picture of Mike Tyson holding Santa Claus, and it says below Santa Claus, it says is coming to town. Mm-hmm. So like Santa Claus, but with his weird lisp. It comes out every year at Christmas. Every year at Christmas. I bet it does. But when you work at a hospital that has those, and every time you see it, you're like, Mike Tyson. That's how Mike Tyson says Santa Claus.
He was like the epitome of like, you see this really tough guy, and then you hear his voice, and you're like, that's not what I expected.
Yeah, he talks like a 12-year-old girl.
But you also don't say nothing bad about the man. Like, even though he's not a professional boxer anymore, he's still Mike Tyson. Like, that's the guy you only troll him if you know that he's gonna swing on you. You know what I mean? Like, the thing is, like, I watched the first video that went out was just Mike Tyson punching him, and the guy like holding him back, like Mike. Then I saw the video of actually him antagonizing Mike, and he's talking to this guy across, and he's doing all this stuff, and he's smiling. He's trying to get attention, and then he got old Mike, because young Mike would have murdered him. He got old Mike, which still I wouldn't even want to mess with old Mike.
Yeah. I don't really have words for people who think that someone sassing you is a reason to hit someone.
Hey, you obviously don't come from where I come from, because after a while...
No, this has already been determined. You are a city boy.
Yeah, exactly. After a while, you don't want to hear someone just talking lip. They're talking about a whole flight. A whole flight. Even if it's a flight from Seattle to Portland, you don't really want to hear someone just talking lip to antagonize you. But you've probably never been in a situation where someone has purposely just went on and on and on and on trying to antagonize you, especially when you're someone of that status. That would drive anyone crazy. I'm just saying. I don't do that because I don't want to piss off people that I don't even know. I wouldn't antagonize people that I know. Just at some point you pop. Start slapping people on stage and shit. Just saying. Just saying, country girl. Did you ever go up to a deer and just yell out, Bambi, 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 Bambi?
Yes. Multiple times.
You probably have. You guys
and
didn't
then
have
I
much
throw
to do.
snowballs at them.
You guys did not have much to do. So, but how did you come up with your board games?
What do you mean?
How'd you come up with your questions?
Well,
What inspired it?
It might have something to do with our new format for season 2.
Might it? Interesting.
I don't know how much we're going to talk about that.
No, I think we keep it a secret.
Okay.
Keep it a secret. That was the hint.
That board games might be involved.
Board games and trivia together.
Ooh, board games and trivia.
I'm intrigued.
Also, board games are fun.
Yeah.
But since you decided to pick a difficult round and not let me win, now everyone has to wait longer to see the new format.
Yeah, you do. Unfortunately for you guys, you have 9 more episodes to wait.
Oh, 9 more episodes till you win the trophy?
20 to 19.
And I went shopping all day long for a trophy.
You got a good one, too. I would love to share it with the folks at home, but tis is not the time. Tis is not the time.
There's a bird involved.
That was supposed to be a secret.
It's like Portlandia. Put a bird on it. Put a bird on it. Don't you remember that?
Not that episode, no.
How do you not remember that episode?
I've only watched a couple episodes.
Oh.
Because the show was spot on. Portland is an interesting place.
I tried to watch it. I tried to watch that show before I had ever been to Portland. And I was like having trouble getting into it.
Wait, what? You had never been to Portland before that show came out?
Yeah. I'm not from here.
She's from the country.
Anyways, so had never seen this show. I could see where maybe it was funny, but I didn't really understand.
Oh,
I'd only lived in the Pacific Northwest for maybe a year.
Okay.
There was a huge snowstorm. Had to escape. Have friends in Portland, so we escaped to Portland to get away from the snow, and we had no power for like 4 days. Mm-hmm. So we run to Portland, get away from the snow, go to a restaurant, and it was like the exact scene where the girl's like, "Oh, tell me about the chicken." And she goes into the hole, and they end up like going to the farm and living where the chickens are
right.
And then they come back and they're like, "I don't think I want the chicken. Tell me about the salmon."
Right.
And basically the exact same thing happened. I was at a little restaurant and I was like, "Oh, tell me about the baby octopus." And the waiter was like, "Oh,
here we go.
I have to tell you something about the baby octopus." And I'm like, "Oh,
is it
what?
Good? Like what?"
Yeah, that was my concern. Is it good? And he's like, "Normally we source those locally. They come anywhere from Alaska to Central California, and we source them locally. But right now they're not in season, so these ones are from Italy."
Right.
He's like, "Is that okay? Do you still want them?" And I'm like, "No, I just want to know if they're good.
I don't care where they're from. Like,
I want to eat baby octopus. I don't care if what language they speak."
Doesn't King with does it come with the accent? Like,
Yeah, but he was like so offended to tell me that they were not local baby octopus.
That is so awesome. That's Portland for you.
So, but I still hadn't seen the show.
Okay. Oh.
So then we went home and we were like, okay, we finally understand what this Portland place is kind of like.
Right.
So then we started watching it and we were like,
yeah,
this is what happens
What
there.
is their slogan? Stay weird?
Yeah, they stole it from Austin, Texas, but whatever.
Austin's not weird, is it?
Allegedly, it's weird. But, you know, Seattle loves, or the Pacific Northwest loves to steal everything from Texas.
Wow.
Pretend like it's their own. 12th man.
I knew that was coming. They weren't using it properly.
And on that note, we are finished. Oh, you know what's so funny? I wrote the score down as if I had won.
Sure you did.
I wrote down 2010. It is 1911.
Damn, Skippy.
Okay. How much have you had to drink?
Too much.
Okay.
Or not enough.
Or have you been mixing painkillers and beer?
Neither here nor there.
All right. Well, on that note, this guy's wasted. We're going to peace out for another week. Have a great night, everyone.